welcome to today's video. If you couldn't tell by the title or the decorations, this is a Christmas themed video. This is my December TBR. I couldn't wait to film a video for you with all of our Christmas decorations, and you can't really see everything because like behind the camera there's some decorations and like over there, but I wanted to film it in front of the tree at least. And we've got our stockings, our fireplace, some lights. I've got my little Santa hat for you, so very festive today. This is my first like festive video I've filmed, and I know it's coming out a little bit late, but I wanted to wait till Friday to release it since I release a new video every Friday. So let's talk about my TBR. Pretty much, I have read 135 books since like end of November with 135 books. And I decided that I really want to push and get to 150 books read for 2022. So with that being said, that means I have to read 15 books in this month, which seems insane because not only do we have Christmas coming around, but I have some family coming in town to visit, and I'm going to be spending a good amount of time with them and just like not able to read for definitely a few days out of this month. And I pretty much read every single day, no matter what. So that's gonna be kind of hard to get to 15 because my maximum amount of books that I've ever read in 1 month is 16, and that felt nearly impossible. And last month I read 15, and it was such a push and such a crunch. Like I literally finished a book on the last day of the month, and I read it all in 1 day because I had to. So that was really hard, and I'm thinking it's gonna be insane to try to do this, but it's a challenge, and challenge accepted. So I have already gotten started reading some books. I've already finished 2 books this month so far. Probably by the time this video comes out, I'll have finished 3, hopefully. I'm really hoping so. But let's start with the first one that I finished of this month, which was Ricochet, which is part of the Addicted to You series. This is the second book in the series. People call it a novella. I'm not really sure why. Maybe just because the other books are so thick. I don't know. It is over, well, it's 260 pages or so. So it is under 300, so maybe that's why. This was definitely a quick read for me, easy read, loved it, really enjoyed it. It really was a great follow-up to Addicted to You, and it's really making me want to read the next one, but I'm gonna hold off and probably just read it next month because I have a lot of books to read this month, and the third one is very thick. So I'm gonna hold off on that one, but very good, and I would highly recommend this series. I would say it has a lot of spice though, so I would not read it unless you are over 18. Yeah, there's a lot in here, so that was super good. And then the second one I finished this month so far was Wildflower by Drew Barrymore. And I'm gonna put that up on the screen for you because I don't have it. I listened to it on audio, and it was read by her. It is kind of like an autobiography of her, and I do quotations because it's not like from start to finish her life or anything like that. It was kind of just like you sat down with Drew and you were like having a conversation, and she was just like sharing random memories that popped into her mind with you. It was kind of all over the place, and I know I heard some people didn't really like the book because it was very all over the place. It wasn't just like a story, it was more just like a conversation with Drew, so I feel like you might not like that, but I actually found that I really enjoyed it just because it was super different than what I would normally read, and it was really cool to hear like in her voice, like from her perspective of all these things that were happening to her. We get a lot of behind the scenes looks into her life of like when she was filming different movies like E.T., Charlie's Angels, all kinds of stuff. So I really enjoyed that. I learned a lot about her and other actors and actresses as well because she's worked with so many people, and I just really enjoyed it. If you like Drew Barrymore at all, I would definitely recommend reading that. The next book I'm reading, I have already started. I'm about 60 pages in, is Sharp Objects. This is also a TV series, so I was kind of excited to read this one so that I could watch the series with my husband because he doesn't read, but he does like to watch TV and movies, so he will watch that with me. I just have to finish the book first. But so far it's a little bit rough. It is about a serial killer that is murdering children, and the journalist that is our main character also drinks a lot, so it's a little hard to get into. I picked it up Also because it's like kind of a thinner book, but I didn't realize how small the writing was. It's pretty small, and with everything that I is against me in this book, it's kind of just hard to really like get into it and grab you. But I am very intrigued as to like why these killings are happening and who's doing them and that type of thing. So it is intriguing, and I will definitely finish it. But hopefully I'll have this done by the time this video comes out, because it is Monday right now that I'm filming, and this video should be coming out on Friday. So next on the list is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I have read one Harry Potter book since September every month, and I really wanted to keep that going and finish this one this month, but I also don't want to rush it because I have really been enjoying this series. This is over 700 pages, so I kind of just threw this in there as like a hope I can read it, but with the holidays and how busy I'm going to be and how busy things already are, I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to get through the whole thing. Maybe I'll start it this month and finish next month, I don't know. But pretty much any book I start this month, I really want to finish this month, so we'll see what happens with that. The next one I have is Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister, and this is one of the ones that I got at the library book sale. You can see that video up here, somewhere up there. I'll leave the link that you can click on and watch that video. It's a giant book haul that my library holds, this big book sale, and I bought a ton of books there, and this is one of the ones I bought, and one of the ones I was most excited to read because it's from the Ugly Stepsister's point of view, and I thought that that was very intriguing, and I really was excited to read this one and find out just what it's about, really. And also the cover is really cool. So they've got this picture back here with lots of things to look at, and then you close it and it's got this little cutout here. I just love it. I don't know, it's something different. But it grabbed my attention at the sale, and like, let me tell you, there's like hundreds of books there, so for something to stick out and grab your attention, it's probably going to be a good one, you know. So I'm excited to read this. I'll probably be reading this by the time this video comes out, because it's the next one on my list to read after Sharp Objects. Then I grabbed this one at the library. It's called People We Meet on Vacation. It's about two writers. One writes romance, one writes, I think it's historical fiction. And for some reason they have to switch genres that they write, and they have to kind of like teach each other about their genres. So that sounded cute, and it sounded like just like a cute, fun, fast-paced read that I could throw like towards the middle of the month to just keep me going. I've seen a lot of people raving about this one, so that's why at the library I saw it, I was like, okay, let me grab this one as well. So I'm excited to read that, but we'll see, because I feel like it's kind of a little bit romancy, and I'm not the biggest romance fan, but we'll see. I think it'll be good because they write books and they also read a lot, so I feel like that'll be a pretty good book. Then I have this one, and it's called The Good Daughter, and I literally got this like at the beginning of 2022. Promised myself I was going to read it sometime this year because I was actually remember being really excited about it, and I've yet to read it because it's just intimidating. It's been intimidating, I gotta say, because of the size, and I mean, this isn't even that big compared to some of the ones that I'm reading this month, but it just feels like it just feels big to me for some reason. It's over 500 pages, and I usually like to stay in the range of 300 to 400. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I have promised myself I'm gonna read it, so I'm really gonna try to push through and read it. I'll probably start it sometime soon and just slowly chip away at it all month, and I'll let you know how good it is. I believe it's about like a serial killer that this girl's dad was a lawyer, and he was involved in it somehow in the case with him, and then the serial killer went quiet for a while, and then he started killing again, or something else happened like related to the case, and now the daughter's a lawyer, and she feels like she has to like kind of fill her dad's footsteps in a way. I think that that's what it's about. So anyway, I feel like it's gonna be good once I get into it. I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna make sure I read that one. Then I have The Wife Between Us, and I was probably most excited to read this one as well. I got this at the book sale as well. It is compared to A Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train, and I loved both of those books and both of those movies, so I feel like I'm going to love this. I also really like these authors, and I've seen a lot of people on Bookstagram saying how much they love this book and how fast-paced it is, and it's murder, mystery, thriller, my 3 favorite genres all rolled into one. So I'm really excited about reading this one, and I'll probably throw this towards the middle of the month just to kind of pick me up from reading so many books, and I'll probably just fly right through this is what I'm thinking. Next, I have this one, which is called Reckless Girls. It's by Rachel Hawkins, who is the author of The Wife Upstairs, which I love that book, 5 stars. I could not put that down when I was reading it. I was really, really involved in that book. It really took me to like a different world, and I felt like I was really in that book. But I also listened to it on audio, so I feel like that almost made it a little bit better. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes the audiobooks just hit you different, you know? But I've got this one as a physical copy. I believe there is a bunch of girls like trapped on an island, and like they mysteriously start dying, and we don't know who's doing it. So I feel like I've read some of those books before and not really liked them. But since this is Rachel Hawkins, I feel like I will probably end up liking it, and it will probably be pretty fast paced, and it's probably a good one for me to read this month, but we will see if I will be able to get to it, because I know I'm going to be listening to a lot of audiobooks. So that is on the list though. That is all for my physical TBR. And I have my book journal here because I have my audiobook TBR written down as well. So the first one on this list is Winter, and that is part of the Lunar Chronicles. It is the last book in the Lunar Chronicles. And so far that has been really good. The only thing is it is like over 800 pages. So I'm going to be listening to it on audiobook. I've actually already started, and I have about 16 hours left to listen to. Let me just tell you, this book is a 24-hour audiobook. 24 hours. I've never seen such a long audiobook. Like, that is just like so intimidating when those 24 hours just like look you in the face. But I was just like, okay, it's just 24 hours. Like, it's not even that big a deal, right? I've listened to 18-hour audiobooks before. I think that's probably the longest audiobook I've ever listened to is 18 hours. So like 24 is not that much more, you know, but so far it's been really amazingly good. We have like all of the characters from all the previous books, and they're all in this one, and it kind of jumps back and forth from everyone's story. And since you all know them all very good, and you're very well involved with all the characters at this point, it is actually insanely good, and you're just getting all their different perspectives and all their different stories because they're all in different places, and it's really good. I'm so into it, and I can't wait to finish it, to be honest. It's pretty much the only thing I want to listen to right now, even though like I promised myself I was going to be listening to other audiobooks at the same time. I really haven't been. I'm just like so invested in the story, and I can't wait to see how it ends. So we will see if I read anymore as well. I've got to start listening to some other ones as well, but so far it's super good. So I'll definitely be finishing that this month. Then on my list I have American Babe, and that's part of the White Girl Problems series. I think it's book 3, and I listened to the first one, read the second one, and now this is book 3, and I'm excited for it. It's like a very easy, fast-paced read. It sounds like a stupid book. It sounds like it would be stupid. And like, I gotta say, it is kind of stupid, but like at the same time, it's like so stupid that it's good, kind of. But also like it has a lot of fashion in it, and she's just like funny and relatable in a weird way. And also she's just like totally not relatable in some ways, where you're just like, how is this even a problem in your life? And that's why it's called White Girl Problems. I feel like it should be called like Rich White Girl Problems, because she's like super rich. She never has to worry about money. Her dad's like mega rich, and she can pretty much do anything that she wants and buy anything that she wants. Like, she goes on these crazy like shopping sprees all the time, and she just like blows so much money. It's insane. But yeah, she's kind of crazy, but I love her. So I can't wait to read the next one in that series, and I'm definitely gonna listen to that one on audiobook. Just to get through it a little bit faster and be able to listen to it while I'm at work, because I drive a lot for work, so I will listen to it while I'm driving. The next one I have is the Agathas, and I have actually already started that one. That's an audiobook. So far I'm about like 15% into that, and I have seen that a lot of people are like raving about the Agathas and they love it and it's amazing. But so far I'm like a little bit like lost. I feel like they throw a lot of characters at you all at once and then they just start jumping, like having a conversation with all of them at one time. And you're just like supposed to know who everybody is and you totally don't. At least that's how I feel about it. Maybe I just got lost in space, I don't know, but I kind of am having a hard time like keeping up a little bit with that book. But I feel like the story is gonna be good and I really like the main character, so I'm definitely gonna stick with it, just because I've seen so many good things about it, and so far it is good, but I'm a little lost, but I feel like I'll catch up with it like once I start listening a little bit more, so we'll see. Then I have My Dark Vanessa. I threw that one on here because I've been wanting to read that one like pretty much this whole year and I've heard so many good things about it and so many people say like it's amazing and it's a thriller. I think it's a thriller anyway. Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't really know what it's about. I'll probably like post something on the screen for you if you want to read more about it. You can pause the video and read. But yeah, I just threw that one in there because I'll probably get that on audiobook and just listen to that and be intrigued by it and like it and yada yada. So that one's on there. I only have 13 books on my actual list. So I'm thinking I'll just like pick an extra 2 audiobooks and throw them in there somewhere. And I'll just figure those out like depending on my mood this month. So I have kind of like a really strict like order for myself. And these are the books I want to read this month. And I feel like I have to follow it. So I wanted to leave myself like a little bit of space to kind of just deviate from that a little bit. So those last 2, I'll just be able to pick whatever I'm feeling. So that's what I will do with that. And that pretty much wraps up my December TBR. Keep a lookout here. Every Friday I post a new video and I am hoping to have some more Christmassy content up for you. I really want to make like a reading vlog for you. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and since I have like all these Christmas decorations and I'm gonna be doing like some fun things for Christmas, I might just like include that and make like one big little reading like / live vlog for you. So look out for that. Hopefully that will be out sometime this month. I'm really shooting for that. So keep a lookout and make sure you like, subscribe, and put your notification bell on, please. And leave me a comment if you've gotten this far. Put a Christmas tree in your comment so I know that you are still with me. And check out my Instagram, definitely, because I have been doing a lot of Christmas content over there. I'm actually participating in an Advent challenge over there. There's this girl, books, but she spells it like B-O-U. I'll put her name down here somewhere for you, so if you want to check her out, you can. But she made this Advent challenge and I've been kind of following along with it. I'm definitely not going to do every single day, but I've been pretty much posting. I think I missed one day so far, I don't know, but I've been really having a lot of fun with it. And so if you want to see a lot of Christmassy Advent content, go look on my Instagram, and I know I have a highlight little thing you can click on that says Advent, and you can just see all the Advents in there if that's what you're interested in. Otherwise, just go over there for some more bookish content. And that's all I have to say in this video, and I'll see you on my next video, and definitely look out for it because hopefully it'll be another Christmas video. So I'll see you then. Okay, bye.